fight against coronavirus is entering a critical phase in India, and there is something that has happened in Lucknow that has shown how one irresponsible citizen can put an entire community at risk. You're watching Corona Files, and this is our top story. There is panic in Lucknow after singer Kanika Kapoor tested positive for COVID-19. Panic because she attended at least 4 high-profile parties in the city on the 15th and 16th of March, which were also attended by politicians from both the BJP and Congress, senior bureaucrats and judges. Well, let me go straight across to Pranshu Mishra, who is joining us via Skype from Lucknow. Pranshu, you know, before we paint Kanika Kapoor as the villain of the piece, let us also remember that she wasn't the only one being irresponsible here. The people who threw these parties and the people who attended them are to blame as well. Social distancing is not a fad. It is something that will ultimately save lives. Right now, there is not much that we don't know about the virus, which makes it that much more dangerous. Most of the 10,000 casualties we have seen across the world have been the elderly, especially those with some underlying conditions. But experts are saying that the virus is now showing signs that it will not discriminate on the basis of age. Doctors at WHO who have assessed the pandemic in China are saying there is an alarming rise in the number of young people who have developed complications from the disease. Now, while the virus has brought the world to a standstill, it has also shown us the strength and generosity of the human spirit, with people helping out each other in whatever way they can. Take a look at some of the heartwarming stuff that is happening right here in India.
The Rachakonda traffic police has gone viral after they performed safe hands at traffic junctions in Hyderabad.
Corona warriors who are putting their lives at risk for all of us. Now, who exactly are these people? There are nurses and midwives, 21.29 lakh of them. There are doctors, 12 lakh of them. Dentists, 2.76 lakh of them. Police personnel, very important, 20.67 lakh of them in India. Teachers, 94.17 lakh. And may I just add many journalists to the list who are working round the clock to keep you updated on the virus and how you can keep yourselves safe. These are the professions that are most at risk of the coronavirus. Doctors and healthcare staff across the world have been our heroes. Men and women who have been in the trenches waging war against an unseen and unpredictable enemy. In India, Mumbai has emerged as the epicenter of the COVID pandemic. The financial capital has underfunded its health infrastructure for years now, and its crumbling structure is being held together by doctors who are going beyond their call of duty to save lives. This special edition of Corona Files is dedicated to them. COVID cases in Mumbai have raced past the 25,000 mark, and the entire burden of treating the pandemic has fallen on young resident doctors in government hospitals. Doctors who have not been paid in a month, who are increasingly testing positive for the virus and are bearing the brunt of the city's medical infrastructure collapsing. I spoke to 4 doctors from the Sion Hospital who are at the forefront of the COVID fight. The picture they paint is very grim. The scenes outside Sion Hospital in Mumbai are as regular as they can get during a pandemic. Inside, scenes of an already burdened infrastructure crumbling under pressure. This video of COVID patients being treated alongside dead bodies inside the Sion Hospital became the subject of much outrage and ended in the transfer of a much-loved dean. The outrage was misplaced, says Dr. Avinash Sakure. A resident doctor in his final year, he was there treating patients when the video was shot in the critical ward. While there are private practitioners in the city who refuse to treat COVID patients, there are others who are stepping up to fight the good fight. I met doctors and patients at Mumbai's Masina Hospital and found hope and strength there. A 118-year-old Parsi charitable hospital that was witness to the Spanish flu of 1918, the deadliest pandemic known to man. In 2020, the hospital finds itself in the middle of fighting yet another pandemic.
COVID-19 is one of the most infectious viral diseases known to the world, which is why when you go anywhere in an area where the viral load could be heavy, you go in like you are going in for war. in this hazmat suit. Dr. Trupti, does this qualify as a hazmat suit?
Yeah, we call it generally the personal protective equipment suit.
A lot has happened over the last 7 days. We have made peace with the lockdown. What other option do we have? The number of positive cases and deaths around the world has surged. Wuhan, the epicenter of the virus, has freed its citizens from quarantine finally. And we now know that there are some leaders who have responded to the pandemic way better than the others. They just happen to be women.
Be strong, but be kind. We will be okay.
New Zealand's lockdown is considered the most decisive and the most comprehensive in the world. There's been just one death, and Prime Minister Ardern's announcement was announced 2 days before the lockdown, leaving time to prepare. Things will get better and worse each day. That is what a 3-month-old virus has taught us. It has also taught our film stars to engage with the world and keep them entertained in a different way. My guest this evening is a rapper who, well, is rapping away our corona blues.
कोरोना ने वाट लगा दी है सबकी भूल जाओ रम सोडा बियर विस्की पब की कट ऑफ कर ले सोशली तू सबसे मोदी जी ने बोला है सबको कब से
Baba Sehgal, welcome to Corona Files. Good to have you on the show. How's the lockdown working for you? Pretty well by the looks of your Twitter handle. Every day you have some corona-inspired rap that you put out.
Yes, thank you so much for inviting me to your show. Yes, we are all busy. We are locked down in the houses, and I'm doing cooking, I'm doing cleaning, I'm doing washing, I'm doing everything. I'm taking care of my pet.
We don't know when the lockdown will be over, but have you thought about the first thing you will do when the lockdown is over?
I think I'm quite happy actually. एक शेर है हिंदी में कि जो लोग ये कहते थे कि इतना बिजी हैं कि मरने की भी फुर्सत नहीं, आज मरने के खौफ से फुर्सत में बैठे हैं.
Arey wah. Chaliye, we'll end it there. Baba Sehgal, good to have you for this very short chat on Corona Files. We hope you join us again. Thank you very much and all the very best. The COVID-19 global death toll is touching the 1 lakh mark. Many families around the world have not been able to say goodbye to their loved ones. There are tears and there is fear, but there is also hope and kindness. We are leaving you with that. Thanks for watching.
I couldn't imagine who did all this. I've got a lot of friends.
If social distancing wasn't a thing, everyone would be at Bill Rapp's 100th birthday party. The very excited World War II veteran got a birthday parade complete with trooper escorts,
Happy birthday, sir.
signs and balloons.
Did you ever see such a parade? This is the best.